Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College. At TVCC, we're more than a college, we're a community, a place where you can connect, grow, and create a future you're proud of. We provide you a variety of pathways and hands-on learning opportunities to find your path and success in the Valley. We offer you classroom settings where you aren't lost in the crowd, but stand out. Why attend TVCC? Why not? So what are you waiting for? Come find your pathway in the Valley and become a Cardinal today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cardinal Cast, a weekly program originating from our beautiful campus here at Athens, Texas. If you want information how you can become a Cardinal, check out our website at tvcc.edu. Now, let's sit back and enjoy Cardinal Cast with our president, Jason Morris.
We are live on the CardCast on a Wednesday. Our new day, same time. Isn't that how you would say it? New day, same time? Same time, new day. Same time, new day. As we transition from our Thursday CardCast to now on a Wednesday. Kind of the middle of the week. Well, that's kind of the middle of the week. Our classes run Monday through Thursday. So, yeah, it's semi-middle of the week. But we're moving to a new day, but still the same show, highlighting everything Trinity Valley and all the greatness that's happening on the campus. And it's a beautiful day out there on the campus. A lot of construction projects that got to get wrapped up by this weekend because we have kids moving in. So, oh gosh, got a lot of work to do. But today we're going to be talking about our dual credit, the juggernaut known as dual credit, and a tremendous part of our institutional operation and the students that we serve, our concurrent students. But before we get to our guests, the trio, they told me they may sing later. So if I can get a bunch of likes or comments and we get enough, they'll sing. What is the mission of Trinity Valley Community College? Who wants to go?
I will.
All right.
Perhaps we should introduce ourselves
Well,
first.
no, give the mission first. We're going to get to
No,
that part.
okay, great. Okay, we can certainly do that. Our mission.
No, not your mission. The mission of the college.
Mission of the college. We want to provide.
Man, it's all about her, apparently.
Well, no.
Her mission.
My mission is to follow the mission of TVCC, which is to provide an accessible and affordable education to all that might choose to pursue it.
Transforming lives.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. All right, we have Shelly, Diane, and Bea in the house today. Members of our dual credit office, located on the second floor.
It's close.
I need to go up there more. The second floor of the technology building. Welcome, ladies. Welcome to the show. And kind of tell us a little bit more about yourselves, and then let's get into what everybody wants to know is, what does dual credit do? How can I find out more information? How can I get students enrolled? And what schools do you work with? And what programs do you have? I mean, we could probably run a week's worth of shows on everything that dual credit does in advancing educational opportunities to students while they're in high school. So there you go. I've teed it up for you.
Wonderful. Okay, so now is the appropriate time, evidently, for me to introduce myself. So I'm going to run with that now. Yes. So I'm Sherry Fuller. I'm the new director of dual credit here at TVCC. I was honored to be able to make a career change and come from another institution to TVCC a year and a half ago to work with these fabulous ladies in the dual credit office. So I'll let them introduce themselves as well.
I'm Diane Hopkins. I'm the dual credit coordinator. I've been with TVCC for about 8 years.
I'm B. Carson, and I'm the administrative assistant to the AVP of dual credit, and I've been in the dual credit for about a year and with Trinity Valley for 30 years.
Okay. I'm
And-
glad you left the other one off.
Hey, me too. It was great because we also get to work with Ms. Mary Helen Kelm. She is our AVP of dual credit, and she wasn't able to join us today. She decided to take a vacation and go to the Keys and left us. So
I know that's a polite way to say her agent. Our agent weren't able to work things out. She, couldn't meet the demands.
we
so
definitely wanted to include her.
she's on
because
vacation.
She really runs our show and is our leadership, so we wanted to include her.
You guys do an amazing job. Obviously, your student population is about 45% of our student body. As far as enrollment, I think we have 37 ISDs that we partner with, plus homeschool organizations. I mean, talk about what is when you hear the word dual credit, because you hear dual credit, you hear concurrent credit, you hear a bunch of terms. explain to everybody out there that may not know, what is dual credit?
Okay. So, dual credit is a great opportunity for students that are of high school age, going into high school up to senior year, to partner with us to really maximize their time and their effort, and sometimes even their funding, by getting college credit that applies to not only their college transcript, but also to their high school transcript, and can benefit them as they move toward their high school diploma. So, they're actually getting credit in two different environments through us by doing that. And we work through 37 plus ISDs currently, plus homeschool organizations and parents as well, to provide those dual credit opportunities. We currently have 23 ISDs out there where we have embedded faculty. We have over 80 embedded faculty currently that are providing
And those are faculty members that meet
Yes.
the requirements and credentials. If they're teaching in academic transfer classes, or B, if they're teaching in career and technical type classes.
Yes, sir. Workforce or academic classes, both. Those embedded faculty members are actually employed by the ISDs that are providing those the instruction on those campuses through those embedded faculty. We also have faculty from TVCC that travel to those ISDs as well. We have students that actually attend the different campuses at TVCC as well. There are many ways to earn dual credit as
Early
well as
colleges
online.
as well.
Early college, we have Pinnacle. We have several PTECs that are cooperating with us as well. We are their IHE, their Institution of Higher Education, that partner with them. There's many different types of opportunities for students, including online courses as well, to provide the best match for the needs that student has.
Let's first kind of start with kind of in the technical, kind of career and technical side of the house as far as education. What kind of, are these programs that are established by the ISDs, and through the partnerships with Trinity Valley, we're able to create college credit and transcript those and really help them kind of matriculate into more advanced programs after high school? Kind of talk about that side of the house.
Absolutely. So many of our ISDs have career and technical education pathways for their students where they're able to earn workforce certificates, or OSAs, which are Occupational Skills Awards. But on the high school side, it benefits our partners in the high school realm that they're able to take IBCs, which are industry-based credentials, that they're able to earn toward their accountability with state and federal systems for the ISD. Some of those programs they're able to complete 100%, and they walk the stage for TVCC upon completion of those certificates or degrees. And we also have Occupational Skills Awards, which apply to those students' transcripts. But we also have students that may begin a program in the workforce, such as ranch management, that they may begin those initial courses at the ISD, but then upon graduation from high school, they can continue those classes and complete that at a TVCC campus.
You mentioned ranch management. What are some examples of other types of programs that we have across our 37 plus partners?
Absolutely. We have a wide variety, everything from ranch management to health science. We have a lot of welding programs in our ISDs. There's, of course, these programs, of course, are based on the high demand,
I was going to
high
say,
wage.
lots of job opportunities.
Lots
with
of job opportunities for these students when they complete. We have EKG certifications that they obtain, CMA, CNA, the welding. There's a lot of different CTE-based types of programs that students can pursue as well, so that once they finish at high school, they can continue on either by working into the workforce for employment or gain employment while they're continuing to pursue college credit here or elsewhere.
All right. Well, okay, we'll transition kind of to the other kind of division, the kind of that more, I think a lot of people are familiar with the academic transfer kind of side of the house, where many of our dual credit students are taking college level classes and college classes that really complete some general education requirements no matter where you go.
Absolutely. Many of our students will obtain what's called core completion, which is where they get 44 semester credit hours that are a block that can be transferred to any state university that they may decide to attend post TVCC. Many of our students also obtain their associate's degree.
We have a whole graduation just for dual credit
Yes,
students.
we did a whole ceremony. That was a great thing to see. degrees and certificates even before walking the stage with their high school diploma in many
Oh yeah,
instances.
I was at both
Mhm.
for many of them. I gave them their one degree, and then a couple weeks later, I would participate in their high school graduation to
Mhm.
recognize them for their accomplishment, because it is an
It
accomplishment
is.
to obtain a certificate or a degree prior to walking the stage, your high school stage. And then in these, general education classes, as we said, these are classes, Comp 1, Comp 2, history, your college algebra classes, no matter private or public school,
Mhm.
are the general education requirements. Not only just in the state of Texas, but you can really go beyond that. It's a tremendous thing, but also on the college side, it's kind of like, whew, that was our pipeline of students before, and
Mhm.
now they're getting 44 hours or 60 hours
Mhm.
even before donning the door of the institution. So it changed the whole. It's really has over the last few years transformed the whole enrollment dynamics. So talk about how you work with you from your office and the admissions and enrollment center's office, because I would assume there's got to be a lot of dialogue between the two offices, ensure that we're coordinating. And I know Diane's just she is chomping at the bit. She had notes.
I
Chomping
did.
at the bits to chime in on that one.
So we work closely with the high school counselors at the public schools. The students will go to them to start the application process and pick out what classes they want to take. And once the high schools send me their paperwork, like the transcripts, test scores, and the registration forms, I put all of that with their applications and then send it for processing with our admissions office. And I work back and forth with them to solve any issues or any problems
So
while they
there's
get them in.
multiple groups kind of participating.
Okay.
Now I do know kind of some coming down the pipeline. We're starting the process of getting more electronic in the dual credit area.
Mhm.
I figure y'all are probably celebrating on that one.
Yeah.
But kind of talk about that, how you're becoming more digital and how that's going to, I know you're already kind of some pilot stages right now with some schools. How is the kind of digitalization of that application process going to help transform and support your partner ISDs?
So the new program we're looking at is through Canusha, and it's going to take it all completely online. And we're going to have a portal where our counselors can actually access and see each stage
Mhm.
of the dual credit process. So they'll be able to see all the issues, if the student has applied,
Missing documents.
missing documents, where we're at with the registration process. And it'll give the students a more hands-on application and registration process.
And you're just now started that process, right?
Yes, so they just now started building it.
Okay, good. Because I know that's been something talked a lot about, trying to find ways to make the process easier. And but there also misunderstand. There's a lot of things that are required. It's not just show up and take a class. There's a lot of things that are required to be completed. Kind of give us a rundown for just a typical student, a dual credit student. What are the documents that are needed for a student to start this process?
So first is your application. You have to fill out the dual credit application. They have to have their high school transcript, test scores if they're doing academic class that requires testing. So the TSI, SAT, ACT, sometimes STAR. It depends on when they took it. And then we have the registration form, which picks their classes that they're wanting to take.
Okay. All right. Is there any other type of documents they need? Is there some documents they don't need that other, like when a regular freshman enrolls or a sophomore transferring in, all the same type of
It's all the same.
documentation? All right. What are kind of when we look at the dual credit landscape, what are some things that you've seen changed over the last couple of years, and what are some things that you feel like are going to kind of be coming down the way in the next few years? Because it's been very evolving quite a bit.
Yes. And a lot of that, the increase in dual credit many times, of course, TVCC is expanding its programs and bringing in more school partners, but we've also had a large increase of students due to FAST,
Mhm.
which is a federal aid for swift transfer, which allows a lot of our students in the public school setting that qualify for free or reduced lunch now or within the last 4 years to take courses at no cost. So a lot of our students are taking advantage of that
Mhm.
opportunity, and we want that. So that's really changed the landscape in terms of the number of students that we've been able to serve through dual credit, and we anticipate that to continue to grow. But of course, as technology evolves, our certificates and the things that we offer through computer science and things of that
Mhm.
nature, those evolve too.
When you talk about the assistance that they're available, and this is a question for each of you. I'm gonna put you on the spot here. What do you say is probably one of the number one benefits for a student? And I'm just going to give a profile of a student that may be a first generation student, and may not necessarily have the infrastructure in place. What is the number one advantage in your eyes in having the opportunity to take a dual credit class, that first class? That first, to get the nerve up to say, I'm going to take a class.
Mhm. So I would say probably the confidence, because a dual credit student has the support of not only TVCC and the dual credit office, but also their home environment, their school environment. Many times it really lets them venture out on the limb of taking college credit while still having one hand on the trunk, so to speak, without completely letting go. But they're able to get their feet wet, so to speak, start building that confidence and that knowledge that, hey, I can do college work. And then that builds to being able to let them to take even further steps out.
Because that's what we see when we talk about kind of the traditional freshman students that come in is when visiting with students, you'll hear them talk about, well, I never thought I could go to college. I didn't think I was capable of going to college. No one in my family has ever gone to college. And you kind of hit on what I was thinking about. This gives an opportunity kind of in a protective environment to say, yes, you can do this. You are capable. And I don't think people realize how important that is to educational success. It's not always about the X's and O's and the 2+2s and the academic kind of rigor stuff. A lot of success is just based on confidence, and telling yourself and you showing yourself that you can do it. And I think that's sometimes I think we do a pretty good job here at the Valley with all the resources that we have available, from online tutoring to our Cardinal HQ and all the services available. That we help kind of reduce that fear for students. What are some different things? Because I know you guys probably know all 45% of the population of students that you serve because you work with them so closely. What are some other things that you do as an office to ensure that the students have the support they need? Do y'all do informational nights for parents? Do you start the process and work with our financial aid office so when they do leave high school, they know how to go through that process? Kind of talk about that support that's provided.
Okay. We do offer as much communication as possible. We work closely with our school partners, with their counselors. We have parent nights at not only the ISDs, we have application events that Diane and others will go out and help us work through that process, which not only sets them up for us, but we make sure that those students know that if you're going to continue on at TVCC after you graduate high school, all you need to do is schedule to see an advisor.
And we have a scholarship now called the Continuing Cardinal Scholarship, which is for students that have taken some dual credit classes that may have not received a certificate or a degree. And it's a scholarship that they can apply for that will help pay for their education when they enroll at the Valley after high school. So there's a lot of opportunities available for students to always kind of continue. But we do have a large number that do walk across that stage with a full 2-year degree before their high school graduation. Talk about that's a commitment. That's a huge commitment from the student. Bravo to those students and so forth. But I kind of talk about that and because I know y'all are always back there at graduation just beaming at the dual credit graduation with pride for those students.
Absolutely. Students very quickly figure out that they are a quote unquote real college student. Our rigor of our classes.
They are part of the home of champions.
They are. And they take a lot of pride in that. And for them to become comfortable with that, but then also continue to work as a high school student because many of them, they're not just taking college classes, they're continuing other college, high school credit pieces.
High school activities, band, choir, sports.
Community activities, church activities, the social life that they have. They very quickly learn how to balance that. That's a lot of commitment. And so I think that's where a lot of the supports, not only through TVCC, but through their counselors, the ISD, the dual credit office to really help them pull all those supports together so they can balance those things and to really measure that in a way that they can continue on with resiliency, continue with us, continue on to that next step, whatever that might look like for them to really build the strength to continue on, not just start.
Okay, as we're getting ready, we're in the midst of summer. Summer one is completes today, and it's crazy how quickly it's gone.
Yeah.
Summer two starts next week, and then we have dual credit students that do take classes in the summer, just as a way to kind of get an extra leg up, and the fall will start. Any changes coming down the way impacting dual credit for this fall that parents or potential students or our ISD partners, any really big changes? I mean, I'm not aware of anything from the legislative side, or anything, but doesn't mean there's not something happening. But anything major, or is it pretty much kind of still going the same way, and we'll be evolving into the new digital kind of platform, and so forth?
That's pretty much our focus for the coming year, is to look at moving into the online registration and supporting our students and our ISDs, our counselors, with that transition a phase at a time. We're going to include a few ISDs starting in the spring semester to start working that in, so we can increase the number over the next couple of years to include all of our ISDs. And
because that's 37 plus groups that you almost have to do individual training with.
Yes.
And there's multiple counselors at each. So I mean, that's a big task. I mean, so hopefully a lot of patience and grace as we go through that process, because that is a big haul. It really is.
So we're going to share a lot of information at some upcoming meetings. We're having our principal and superintendent update next week. So we're going to be sharing all of that type of information plus others with them. We're going to be holding an embedded faculty training the last part of July, where those faculty members will come in and we'll have updates and training for them. And then we'll also meet with our annual counselor meeting will be held in the fall. Plus, we're going to have Celebration Day this year, which is held every 2 years for our juniors and seniors, to really bring them to campus, help them experience the campus, encourage them, and celebrate them.
And they get to see a bunch of the different groups that are on campus, and watch us toss some people in the air about 20 feet.
Lots of swag.
Lots of swag. So kind of get the real feel for what, if I was to say that, sometimes I think, we try to incorporate the vibe of Trinity Valley with all of our students, but sometimes it's harder with the dual credit students because they're not always here. The Pinnacle students, we see them in the hall, the early college students and in classes with other college students and things like that. But we really want them to feel a part of the great things that are happening at this college, and invite them to participate in, come out to events, come out to when the choir and band perform or athletic teams are performing, and really become immersed in what we do at the Valley. I was going to kind of ask you about, as we get, people are probably going to have questions and stuff. Where can I get information about dual credit?
You can go onto the website.
The new
website.
Yeah. We're required to say that for 2 months. It was in the contract.
So
look at that. It just magically appears on the screen.
Yeah, and you can also contact dual credit at tvcc.edu, and I can send you any information you might need.
Okay. And this will include any information about programs, general education, programs at individual schools, because parents may not know the programs that are offered at their school, and so they can get that information and know who to contact and start now, right? Because I mean, enrollment is happening now, and please do not wait till last week.
Yes. We really want to get you in those classes that you really want to get into.
Yeah, because they're filling up.
Yeah.
They are filling up. I mean, but do it early. But it's right now is the time to do it. Go to the website, get the information, get the contact, reach out to them, because I will tell you, the dual credit office, they go above and beyond in serving and helping make the transition from high school to college, or while in high school taking college. They make that transition very, very smooth, and they do a wonderful job. And that's why the program is steadily growing under y'all's leadership. And we'll give some credit to Mary. If she was here, we'd give her a little bit more. But since she's not here, it's all you, right, Sherry?
No,
It's all
it's
Mary. Sherry
all
said it was
Sherry.
all her. No, but y'all do a great job in supporting those students and our students. It's very important too. It's very important to our high school principals. It's very important to the counselors, and most of all, it's important to the parents because they're trusting their kids with an education from us, and we love building that trust. Well, ladies, anything you would like to finish up and say? What would you like to say if there's someone sitting out there, thinking about taking dual credit or anything? What would you like to say to them?
Reach out to us. Let us visit with you about that, and let's help find that fit for you, because we offer something for everyone out there. Like you said, we have workforce, we have academic, we have a variety of things to look at subject-wise that could be of interest to students to find that thing that they're interested in and excel in. Start building that great foundation for what's next.
Exactly. That is very well put. Jorge, I won't be here next week.
No?
No.
Live from the clock tower.
Live from the clock tower.
Yeah.
All right.
They're doing
Oh, the dedication of the bricks.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
so-
Well, good deal. I'm sorry. I got to be out of town, so
That's okay.
I apologize. Please don't punish me, Jorge.
No,
I appreciate.
There'll be a fine.
I appreciate Jorge always doing a great job in being the executive producer. Isn't that a fancy
It is.
executive producer of the Cardcast? But ladies, thanks for being on today, and I bet it will be Morgan next week.
More.
Maybe Morgan next week from the clock tower. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College. At TVCC, we're more than a college, we're a community, a place where you can connect, grow, and create a future you're proud of. We provide you a variety of pathways and hands-on learning opportunities to find your path and success in the Valley. We offer you classroom settings where you aren't lost in the crowd, but stand out. Why attend TVCC? Why not? So what are you waiting for? Come find your pathway in the Valley and become a Cardinal today.